Greetings, party people. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I am having a fantastic Saturday. Very busy at work this week, but did manage to get caught up on some sleep that I didn't get last week, so feeling like I am all full of piss and vinegar. We got, who do we got in the chat? We got Z, the tired fool. I feel that, my friend. We got Magus80. Way better than the previous 79 Maguses that came before him. Came before two things. Also, very messy. I gotta throw that image right out of my mind because that will ruin my day. Silent Echo. Welcome, friend. Good to see you again. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So, welcome to... what is this called? This is called A Good Death, and what this is a Skyrim Permadeath series set on legendary difficulty all the way through. We have random starts, so we have random race, random class, random birth sign, and then we use Skyrim Unbound to put us in a random spot in the world at the beginning, all on legendary difficulty. It can be a little tense, it can be a little sweaty. I might be puckering a little bit on camera. I mean, you're not gonna see it because that would be a different stream, but it would be a little less focused on the Skyrim action. But rest assured, it is happening down below where the camera is showing. Okay, we can already tell that we're off to a good start. This is gonna be a fun stream because the innuendo and the entendres are flowing like the wine with a sanguine worshiper, which is what we are. Our Dunmer bard worships sanguine. He wields the sanguine rose. He has a permanent, until he dies, Dremora bodyguard. And he's also a drunk. And he also steals stuff for fun. Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, we are doing some Radiant quests for the Bard's College. There's one left. It is the Radiant quest for Gerard Jamaine, and that is to retrieve Riorn's drum from Haldir's Cairn. Haldir is a tough opponent on Legendary for sure. We're pretty fleshed out in the Bardic skills, though, so we should be able to manage him, I hope. But also Haldir's Cairn is a great source of mushrooms, specifically Imp Stool, which will, oh my god, I can't move my chair. Okay, little shimmy shake. Which will give us those invaluable paralysis plus lingering damage health poisons that we love so much. Let's see. Any questions? OnlyFans for sure. This is probably better living than it is streaming Skyrim, but, you gotta give up your dignity. What size PSU do you have for that 4090? I got a 1300 gold when I upgraded to the 3080, and I upgraded that before the 3080 came out because there were rumors that it was going to be very power hungry, and it ended up not being very power hungry at all. But it's always worth it to have a decent power supply. It's only gonna pull what it needs, so it's not gonna drain your electricity any faster. And having some in spare is always a good thing. Also, the fancier PSUs, they tend to be a little better with heat management. And draining capacitors and things like that when it's turned off, so you don't accidentally zap your motherboard if you forget to drain the power supply before you start working on it, And the modularity factor is extremely convenient. Oh, you're late? No, we just started, Caladran. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. And Haster slipped in there too. Dremiolok to you as well, my friend. Good to see both of you. Hope you're doing well. 1,000 gold for the... Yeah, that should be plenty. That really should be plenty. I think they're recommending 850 for that one, with, like, total, with everything else on the board, too. So, giving an extra 150 watts is actually wise to do it that way, just in case. It wants to pull a little more, and having the gold rating on there is always a wise bet, too. So, yeah, that would be good. And, There are some, like Gigabyte, I think, has had some issues with power supplies combusting spontaneously. So maybe try to stay away from those, or at least take a look in the reviews. Look up the history and safety information on those. Make sure that people aren't having exploding power supplies before you buy. Let's see here. I have an EVGA, and those are usually pretty good. All right, so we're going down to Haldir's Cairn. I think I'm all ready. I got stocked up on potions and everything before. Ooh, we got a subscriber. Who is that? Christopher Hoffy? Howie? Hoffy? Sorry if I butchered your name. Okay, so where are we going here? Which way are we pointing? We are pointing north somehow. I need to turn around. I need to go left, and then we're going to go left at the fork and then right at the fork, and then we should have Haldir's Cairn on the right. On our way to Bruma, apparently. Oh no, this would be on the way to Hammerfell. This is a little more to the west on the map. So we're going left at the fork. I was just looking for who's his butt. Clavicus Vile's buddy. Barbus. Looks like we've already triggered him. Yeah, EVGA is usually a pretty safe bet. I have an 850, but it's 4+ years. Yeah, and if you decide you want to like upgrade your processor or something, it's always good to have a little extra power in the bank, right? Just one less hoop you got to jump through. Keith Sermon, welcome, welcome. How you doing, friend? Some good news on the side. Henry Cavill will produce and star in a Warhammer 40K show with Amazon and the Blessing of Games Workshop. Yep, so he, well, allegedly left The Witcher to work, to go be Superman again in the DC cinematic universe. But then he got dropped. I think he wouldn't have left The Witcher unless there was some creative differences, though. That is his, like, baby. That was, like, all him, that whole series, right? If it weren't for him selling for that series and, you know, shilling for it, it would have never happened. So I feel like there was some other drama there, some creative differences going on between him and the producers, which caused him to leave. Otherwise, I don't feel like he would have gone back to go be Superman instead. I feel like he would have tried to make both work. But they kind of wrote him out. There's a new showrunner now that's doing Superman, and they want to do a reboot with a younger Superman. So he got dropped. So now he's not doing Superman or The Witcher. You would think that, you know, if it were just a scheduling issue, he'd be back doing The Witcher instead of Liam Hemsworth. But no. But he's also a big fan of Warhammer 40K, so I will be very interested to see what he does with that. The first 2 seasons of The Witcher were really good. I'm not really a Warhammer fan, but I do like the aesthetic. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Haster. That should be interesting. Probably be a while before we see anything on it, though. All right, so let's see. Haldir's Cairn. A lot of ghosts here. A lot of subjugated ghosts. We should be good. Actually, let's do... Those are technically undead, so let's change our equip set to Dawnbreaker, and we'll go Vampire's Fang. Basilisk's Fang does poison damage, which isn't going to affect undead. Vampire's Fang does absorb health, that will affect it. Red Mountain's range does lingering fire damage, but Dawnbreaker just does way more. So let's go ahead and equip that, or save that equip state. Now, when I hit the hotkey, we are Dawnbreaker and Basilisk Fang. Very good, very good. Let's get our comm spells. I do have Master of the Mind running, so our illusion spells are working. And I do have, in the illusion skill tree, this perk called Wilting, which It decreases armor of the enemy if they're under a calm spell, and 50% magic resistance. So we'll be doing more physical and magical damage to anybody under the effect of calm. So that's what we'll be doing. Blast them with calm, and then dual wield attack. Works great against single enemies. I am running Pacify instead of just the calm spell, so there is a good deal of splash damage there. Alrighty. We have a strange font of magicka coming out here. Getting blasted up into the ceiling. There's some chamber up there. A bit ominous, a bunch of dead bodies around. So what it looks like is these bodies are being dumped from some chamber up above onto this pillar, onto this standing stone structure here. And I think that these souls are being used to power something. So yeah, Duras here, Duras Velinor, our Dunmer bard, he's pretty smart. He is a historian, so he, as a bard, you know, all bards are historians. They're not all just rock stars. He's a scholar, he's a historian. He's very interested to see what's going on here. He doesn't really know much about Haldir, but we will find out here shortly, I think. Agrius's journal. Never thought I'd see the day we were run out of the Knife Point gang. Least the storm should cover our tracks. Vidgrod, Rain, and I took shelter in a cave for the night. Looks like there's an old ruin here. Least there are no Draugr around. Okay, good to know. Vidgrod and Rain, how do I say that? Rain? Rain? I'm just gonna call him or her Rain. Both want to set up here for a while, maybe do some raiding. They ought to know better. The road's deserted, especially this time of year. Plenty of better places up north, but they seem awfully insistent about staying here. Wouldn't even lend a hand when I went out to hunt tonight. Something's wrong. Rain hasn't said a word since she woke up this morning, just keeps staring off into space. Vidgrod isn't much better. They sick? Not like any illness I've ever heard of. I just walk out on them, but I can't seem to get up the nerve. I feel like something's holding me back. What is this place? We're not alone. I can hear him now. Someone speaking in my mind. Old. Powerful. Haldir, that's the name. He wants something from us. Needs us to stay for the magic to work. I tried to run. Can't. Just like them. Rain jumped first onto the cairn. That's what Master wants. Blood, sacrifice, power to live again. His magic, I can feel it pulsating in my blood. He's draining us. We'll serve him soon. Our bodies, our souls, just like the others. They're waiting. It's my turn. Okay. Well, so far we seem to be resisting whatever magical entity has charmed these bandits. I want to say these poor souls, but, you know, they kind of had it coming, being bandits and all that, you know. I'm going to take his mead. That will make Sanguine happy. Venison chop is strangely fresh. So this happened not too long ago. Alright, so it looks like this Haldir fella is using their soul energy to maybe try to resurrect himself. Let me just take a look at chat here. I see it moving. See it moving. Saw something about 2025 for Warhammer. Yeah. Let's take that with a grain of salt. That kind of... It's usually about probably a couple years of production before something like that will come out. You know, depending on the complexity of the CG and the special effects and everything. I think The Witcher came out pretty quickly. It wasn't a huge budget, not a whole lot of crazy special effects and everything in that. They did really well with what they had. Hopefully it'll be something similar. Your interjet... Oh, sorry, Z. I see Lord Chili Con Carn has entered Haldir's cairn. Indeed, I have. Welcome, Mr. B. Hope you're doing well. All right, we're ready to go.
It smells of death down here.
It certainly does. Anybody who has played God of War Ragnarok, I would say, Lucian, close your heart to it. Yep, so I'm all done playing the new games that came out this year and trying to discover what my game of the year was. Okay, we got a couple of doofuses up here. Got anybody else coming through here? Nope. Yeah, so my favorite game of the year was Elden Ring. I started playing it when it came out back in February. I've been playing it pretty regularly since, put over 150 hours into it before I rolled credits on it. Highly recommended for anybody who is not averse to some serious challenges. I spent 3 days on a couple of those bosses, but I felt amazing when I finally beat them. And then after that, God of War Ragnarok, amazing story. As close as you're going to get to a perfect game. The problem with that is it's a PS5 or a PS4 PlayStation exclusive. It's not on PC yet.
Think of the science, Lucian. Think of the science.
Wow, that guy, oh, he must have still been calmed from the... Yeah, got all these guys through the door. Alright, makes my job easy, huh? And then after that, I think it's a toss-up between Neon White and Sifu. Okay, let's focus on the task at hand here first. Let's not trip that trap. Both the Dremora bodyguard. Oh man, Lucian dual wielding staves. Two things. Handling 2 staffs like a pro, Lucian. I feel like you've done that before, like a lot. With confidence too. Look at that. Lucian holding a staff meeting? Indeed he is.
All the living shall fear. Among the dead.
Okay, so as long as my calm spells are working, this is going to be fairly trivial. Anybody gonna finish him? Thank you, Lucian. Oh, there was a Draugr there too. Okay. That's why you bring backup. Hey, friend. When I said, hey, friend, he knew something was amiss, so he started to run off. Couldn't outrun the blender, though. Yeah, those commands, those are, I gotta remove. I tried actually to remove 8-Ball. 8-Ball will not remove, it just keeps reactivating himself. There's something severely bugged in my Stream Elements account, I think. The quote system's working fine. I did try out the quote system, that was working fine, so quote should work. I don't know if we're able to add quotes, but I was able to get a quote. Elven Warhammer. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Hopefully it's something real nasty. Yeah, click around down there. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I was not disappointed. There are still a couple of illusion spells that I would like from Forgotten Magic. Those randomly pop up in enemies' inventories. Spectral Missiles is one of them. Oh yeah, that big explosion. I have spell scribe hooked up to calm. So if we needed any more OP-ness, OP-ness. If we needed any more OP-ness with this build, we got it now, because every time I do a power attack in combat, it's going to shoot out the pacify spell and calm everybody immediately. I might have to rethink that, because this shit's going to get boring. They just keep coming. They do. Just like all the Maguses before you, Magus 80. Opinies. I was saying OP-NESS. That's not what it came out as. Lies, Magus says. Oh boy. Alright. What we got over here? Iron gauntlets. Nah, just a waste of encumbrance. Alright, so let's match the animals here. We need a snake. We need a whale over here on this one. And we need a hawk or eagle. Well, we'll just call it a bird. Flip the bird around. What do we got down here? Gold. Minor healing. Sure, why not? Ugh. Okay. Ooh, we had, that was an ancestor target too. Very nice. Very nice. Gale. Afternoon for you. I still have 26 minutes, oh no, 36 minutes of morning left in my day. So what's everybody's weekend plans, huh? Everybody got their holiday shopping done? Got a tripwire here. That's just a ramrod. Car ramrod. Say car ramrod. I think after this, the wife and I are gonna take the bikes out for a late lunch. The weather's cold. It actually has frozen overnight. Gone below freezing last couple nights. So we're gonna have to bundle up. It's gonna be a cold bike ride, I think. But that's something we like to do. It's easier to do that here when the weather is cold than when the weather is hot, because you know, the hot weather here is literally deadly. If you spend more than a couple hours out in it without, you know, proper shade and proper hydration, it will make you dead. But the winter is a little more survivable as long as you're not freezing in the middle of the night. So we try to take advantage of the survivable weather by riding our bikes around places, being outdoors a little bit. All right, here we go. We got Haldir. Oh, we're on our own here too. Okay. Ouch. Alright, we're gonna need... I should have done the lab skeever with the mortar and pestle. Okay, just get buffed up on everything. All this stuff lasts 60 seconds, so I have 1 minute of all this. Let's see if I can calm him. Where is he? There he is. I can barely see you bastard. Okay, that... illusion potion really helped. Alright, where is he? Did I just kill him outright? No, I didn't. Okay. Who is this? Okay, this is getting weird on me here. I don't think that you're supposed to, Oh, I see what's going on. Alright, so yeah, I calmed him. He remained... Yeah, I kept recalming him because of the power attacks. The one that I didn't get calm is after I killed the first incarnation of him. Incarnation. Incarnation, get it? Then he started attacking me because when he respawned with a different magical element, then he started getting me with the fire. But I was resistant to fire. And then this purple stuff, that is Lucian casting his staff of...
Whatever you say,
What's
boss.
it called? Witch bolts, maybe? Yeah, this guy right here. This is a triumvirate warlock spell that binds spirits. So that's why I was seeing those weird spirit-bound messages up there, because he's actually, when he uses the staff, it's binding the spirit to me for some reason. That just must be the way the scripting works. And then the way that works is with the warlock summons. You get a powered up summon if you have enough spirit bound through those Witch Bolt and Eldritch Blast spells. Yeah, so I think that's what was going on there. And then when I power attacked the guy the first time, the splash damage hit the second one, and he was walking around all calm like, but he had a weird outline on him from the Witch Bolt effect. All right, just had to make sense of that situation because shit got weird. Shit got a little weird. It often does on my streams. I also got to try to think of ways to make this more interesting, because with illusion as strong as it is right now, it's gonna be hard to get into situations where I am afraid. And if there is no fear, there is no tension. If there is no tension, there is no drama. And the video is a little less compelling. But eventually there's going to come a time when I fight like a dragon or somebody who is resistant to these illusion things, or some boss that just is completely immune to it. And that's going to be tough. We're going to have to rely on some other things. Dragons are also unlocked. We are level 32. Dragons at word walls are unlocked at level 30, and then random encounter dragons are available, they start spawning at level 40. So dragons are going to be an issue real soon. Maybe we'll take on a dragon at some point soon here. Okay, I need to come back here and actually grab all these mushrooms. I'm not going to do that now. Just grab a couple of them because I am impulsive like that. We need to get back to Solitude and give Jermaine Gerard this drum. And then we'll be done with the the Bard's College in Solitude. Icarus, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hope he didn't get any of your things. Oh, he got a fist. Like Carnation, good start. You got it. Top of the morning to ya. Carnegie Hall. Yeah, that's actually where my name comes from. It was in high school we were learning about the great business moguls of the... Oh, geez, I don't remember what period of time it was because I've never used that information since. But it was the time of J.P. Morgan, Andrew Carnegie. We were learning about it. My last name is Morgan. So the teacher had written up on the board Carnegie Morgan. And people started calling me Carnegie because kids in high school are stupid. So now all my like screen name pseudonyms are all Karn because of it. I don't like typing out the whole word Carnegie. Too many syllables, too many letters, but Karn is easy enough to say. And there are all kinds of wordplay you can do with Karn. Like carnal desire, carne asada, chili con carne, as he said. Incarnate. YouTube streamer lore? Write that down. Indeed. Always interesting to find out where people get their usernames. Mine is just a variation of my name, so kind of boring. Yeah, and isn't the Wind's name Gale too? And that's where she got hers. Is like a play on the word Gale. She just called it Wind. I think that's where I heard that. I think Magus is just Magus because he loves being an evil wizard. Okay, so what's next here? We got to get to Solitude. I think we can just take a carriage there. I have a mod installed that has some carriage stops all over the place. We don't have any other business here in Falkreath, so let's go take care of that. Magus is from Chrono Trigger. That's right, I remember that. It's either a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation game back in the... It would be Super Nintendo back in the early 90s. Squaresoft role-playing game. One of the great classics of all time. I've never played it, but people put it on their top lists all the time. Best game ever, says Magus. I'll have to play it sometimes. I'm still working on my retro collection. I got a good collection of NES games. I got a couple of Genesis games going. I have one Super Nintendo game. That's a very good condition box copy of Street Fighter 2. I don't have a Super NES to play it on yet, though. I do have a Genesis and a Nintendo, though. NES. Super Nintendo will be next, but I want to get the Genesis and NES collection fleshed out. I want to get Gradius or Gradius. Probably Gradius. I think it was probably Gradius because I think that's one of those funny interpretation, translation snafus from Japan to America. I think, or to English. I think it's supposed to be Gladius, like the sword. But it became Gradius in translation. There's a lot of stuff like that in those games. But that's a great shoot 'em up little spaceship side-scrolling pew-pew game. I want to get Life Force, or I think it was called Salamander in other places of the world, which is the sequel to that game. And I also want to get Super C, the sequel to Contra. All Konami games. Konami was rocking it back in the day, man. Not so much anymore. And I think after that, my collection will pretty much be good. Maybe the Ninja Turtle games? I don't know. And then I want to move on to Genesis. You have all those games? Nice. We're still alive, yeah. In fact...
philosophy as a way of conclusively resolving the big questions in life. Or is it? Discuss.
I completely missed that first part, Lucian, but I would be happy to discuss, but I didn't catch what you said. Sorry. Yeah, Strudel, welcome. We are still alive. In fact, we're getting to the point, knock on wood, where I'm feeling a little overpowered. And in fact, I used the term, oh, penis earlier, and you missed it, but I just brought it back.
When you get bored, stranger.
I know my viewers love to witness oh, penis coming out of my mouth. So I'm gonna keep repeating it. OP-NESS. Wow. Starting off with a wow. That means I'm doing a good job. I'm in rare form. Rare form. Wasn't the rogue character longer than this? I believe so. I think we got to like day 14, day 17, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I could completely miscalculate a block or something like a block bash. Maybe my column spell will miss or something, and I'll get overconfident like I did with the rogue. You never know. But we just took on Haldir's Cairn like it was a walk in the park. No problemo. We're not joining the Empire. I just wanted to use their enchanting table to decrease my encumbrance. Our gutter minds know no bounds. Yeah. The deeper the gutter, the better the gutter. That's how I live my life anyway. So it's my motto. Where the hell am I going? Oh yeah, back to the Bard's College. You guys got me all distracted. With every wow, Owen Wilson goes stronger. And his nose gets more crooked.
No. Never mind then.
He gets a new lump on his nose every time somebody says, wow. Wow, man, that was a really dirty joke. You're really good at these dirty jokes, man. Gutter? I hardly knew her. Ha ha. Like the cut of your jib, Z. Just looked at the playlist. Breton was 18 days. Wow. Okay. There goes another Owen Wilson. Wow. Hey, there's Gerard. Sometimes you gotta track him down. He likes to go to the Winking Skeever sometimes. Gerard. Gerard Jermaine. Gerard Mamaine.
Hello again, friend.
What's up? I have your drum.
At last. I have searched for this drum for 20 years. The college treasury is a bit thin right now, but I can show you some tricks I learned.
Hell,
from
I'll
my
take the
days in
skill
army.
increases. I don't need block, don't need archery. One-handed I will gladly take. Two-handed, nah. I'll take the progression. Heavy armor, nah. Smithing, nah. Alright, well, some pretty good progression there anyway. Okay, so that is the college done and dusted. We may come back from time to time to do training with Gerard or whatever. But gameplay-wise, quest-wise, and story-wise for Daras here, I think the Bard's College phase, he's going to be a Bard. He's always going to be a Bard. Can't take that away from him. That's part of his DNA. But his sort of student learning days of the Bard are kind of over. Yeah, time flies when you're in Skyrim. You're having fun. But now I want to tie up some loose ends with the college. I want to do the Radiant quests there for the different students. Unlock them as followers. Probably won't take them. I kind of like Lucian. We got a cool dynamic going on right now. Also, I can buy the healing spell that I want to give him. I got to learn it myself, and I have to have the spell book in hand, and then I can teach it to Lucian. Right now, he's got Conjure Familiar, and he's got Courage that he can cast on me, both of which help me because I tend to be doing the tanking for Lucian, and he does like the staff stuff from afar. I am not the best tank as a Bard. Got a little bit of armor with the light armor stuff.
I'll look after it for you.
Oh yeah, you would love that, huh? Just being able to chill in the metropolitan capital of Skyrim. Nice house. And I have the benefit of dodge rolling too. Lucian, even though he's heavily armored, tends to be pretty squishy. Squishier than me, for sure. Squishier than Daras, anyway. So that's why I have the Dremora out to help me out with tanking duties. The Conjure Familiar spell that Lucian has kind of helps distract enemies from attacking me. And yeah, the illusion spells obviously help, but at some point that's going to cease to be an option with certain enemies. So I'd like to have him be able to heal me as well as cast Courage and buff me up and distract people
Need
with
a
the
ride?
familiar. I would like to
Where do you want
hire
to
a
go?
college. I would like to go to the Winterhold College,
Climb and
please.
back, and we'll be off.
I will climb and back.
It's almost getting downright hot now.
You don't know the meaning of hot. I came from Morrowind. I never used Lucian, but I love watching him in other people's games. Yeah, he's good for roleplay. He doesn't have all the bells and whistles that even vanilla followers have under Nether's follower framework. But he has a lot of his own bells and whistles. Some cool stuff as far as like spell learning, and
Winterhold
he
must
has
have been
built-in
beautiful
patches
back in
for
the
a lot
day.
of the big
I wish I'd been around to see it.
spell packs and things like that. As a bard and historian, I think that Duras actually really feels that sentiment that Lucian just said, that he would love to have seen Winterhold in its heyday. Most of it was lost to the Sea of Ghosts. There was a theory that was presented as a leak, I think, at some point, that they had to make a lot of cuts to the College of Winterhold questline. And you can see how, like, the college is standing on this weird, like, pillar all by itself, and everything around it kind of crumbled. It kind of coincides with the energy ball that Ancano conjured with the Eye of Magnus. So the thought was, or at least it's either a leak or it was a theory, a fan theory, that there was supposed to be some like time travel components to the College of Winterhold questline, where whatever he did, the blast that killed Archmage Savos Aran, also caused the collapse of Winterhold back in the past. And there was supposed to be some like time travel component about trying to save all that and everything, but it got cut because of deadlines. I think that would have been really, really cool. That would have been like a really cool concept to explore. Want to try Inigo's great. Inigo's awesome. My only problem with Inigo is that he's a little overpowered. Even if you don't give him his ebony bow and all that. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm doing some quests. Let's just grab a bunch of Radiant quests. Yeah, even if you don't give him his overpowered weaponry, his ebony stuff, he still will destroy enemies for you before you get a word in edgewise. Who do we have over here? Oh, there's Onmund. Yeah, he has a quest.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly here.
I've noticed. Seems something's bothering you. My bardly intuition says that you got an itch in your britches that you can't seem to scratch yourself.
Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther.
Oh, that
Something
guy.
I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a
Shady little-
mistake, and now I want back what I gave him.
Shady little elf.
It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Until
next time.
But he seems sincere enough. I think we should help him.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Wouldn't mind having the favor of, you know, he's a student here at the college, but he's obviously got some skill with magic. He's a mage of some ability, so wouldn't hurt to have his favor. Would also like to know more about the Augur of Dunlane, his character, of what he actually looks like in the code of the game. Yeah, actually there was a whole like 4-hour Camelworks video on it, and it was fantastic if you can spare the time to watch it. Yeah, I would, if you want to know more about the Augur of Dunlane, he goes into exhaustive detail about every single piece of evidence about the Augur. And if you're interested, I highly suggest you watch it. Conspiracy, indeed. I don't know if I could use Teldrin other than on Estelle because they just belong together. Yeah. It hit that soft spot for you, and it's hard to see him in any other situation. Yes, that always bothered me. We have a perfectly intriguing character and never learn anything about him. Probably more stuff that was cut, because there is stuff in the game code that kind of suggests that there being more there. That they didn't put in, or they didn't flesh out as much as they wanted to. Yeah, I watched the same Camel Works video on him. Oh, and Gale talking about the Camel Works, yeah. Okay, let's see. Who do we have over here? Olivia Maronin. Don't think she has any quests for us. Urag, Mike.
My friend died. Things won't be the same without him.
You talking about Savos? I don't know who else you'd be talking about. Any college business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure.
Yeah, Shalador's writings are one thing
dangerous locations
that we can do. Sure, I'm ready for some adventure.
All right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
Yeah, he did. I don't think it was a complete playthrough, but yeah, Panicked Monk did do some Augur of Dunlane stuff. Just exploring the character a little bit. Interesting, for sure.
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely
Drew
powerful
Mora.
mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Okie dokie. So there are a couple of quests that will have us scouring Skyrim. Who else we got over here? Eleanor. Olivia has a quest, actually. It's a 3D NPC quest. It's a little bit more of a quest line. Who is this guy? Urag. We've already talked to Urag. I thought there was somebody else in here. Might have been Sergius. Sergius has... it's more of a little task than it is a quest, but may as well grab it while we're here, right? Finis? No, that's going to be a ritual quest. I don't think he's got anything else for us. Tolftir has the stupid find his alembic thing. There are also random wisps that pop up. Those magical anomalies that you have to go kill.
Keeping busy, Sergius?
As always.
So we have Onman's quest. We have Urag's quests. I think we ought to find maybe Tolfdir. I really don't want to do Jazargo's quest because I might die. But we also, I think we have the survivability in order to do it. May as well grab those scrolls, I guess, too. Here's Enther.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
Let's see here. I understand you have something of Onman's, and he wants it back.
Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple.
Oh, Drew is, he has a separate channel? I didn't know that. I only knew that he was with Fudge Muppet.
With it anyway. So, there's nothing more to be said.
Yeah, it's dark in the college. I often have to use like a quick light or like a mage light or something. Let's see if we can use our Bardly persuasion powers.
Oh, I suppose, but you keep this to yourself. I don't
Keeps us out of danger. I kind of wouldn't have minded the dungeon dive at this point, but That's not what a bard would do. A bard would try to talk his way through it.
All right, then.
So now we have Onmund's amulet. That's done and dusted. I've been using that phrase a lot lately. I think I need a new go-to. Mischief managed. Maybe we'll go for that. Let's see. Where was Onmund? Onmund was right over here. All in one room. How about that?
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim.
Hall of the Elements.
Magic isn't something that's looked upon
Where dreams and quests come to fruition. Finished up your Alteration Blade Master series the other day. That was a good series. Yeah, I actually want to revisit that build, that character at some point. That was really cool. That was one of my favorite playthroughs ever. Here's your amulet.
I didn't think you'd really give it back. Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you.
Having a silver tongue helps now and then. Okay, so now he is available as a follower, but for balance reasons, I'm not going to take on more than one follower. We have the Dremora, we have Lucian. Lucian has his familiar that he conjures. So I need to find Colette. I need to find a couple copies of the Heal Other spell if I don't already. Have I learned it already? Let's see. Or Healing Hands, I guess. Maybe I can teach Lucian Healing Hands? I'm not sure. Do I have a copy of that book? Reanimate Lesser Corpse. No, we're not necromancers. Duras is a Dunmer through and through. He respects the dead. He respects his ancestors. He may call upon his ancestors in spirit form now and then, but he is never going to raise an undead minion. And he would not like it if Lucian did the same. We're good on illusion spells for right now, I believe. Other than the ritual quests, Drevis and Feralda do not really have any quests to give us. We saw Finis in the Arcanium. Same with him, same with Colette. I think we just need to find Berlina and Jazargo. I think we'll be good. And maybe Tolfdir.
Perfectly valid school of
and I think they're all
Don't
in
let
the
anyone
Hall of
tell you
Attainment.
otherwise. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
You wish to master the arcane arts? Healing Hands, here we go. Hopefully I can teach Lucian that. I'm not sure if that's one that he can actually learn. But maybe. Does she have Heal Other yet? No, I don't have a high enough restoration skill level for that. Let's sell off some stuff while we're here, though. I don't need that if I can just cast anything I want. But let's grab some soul gems, I guess. And we are looking for Berlina, Jazargo, Tolfdir. Hall of Attainment. Restoration is a valid school of magic. Onmund actually looks good in my game. Strudel a little thirsty for some Onmund. Redguard is absolutely... I really like Redguard. First, I was in love with the Dunmer. When I first played an Elder Scrolls game, that was Oblivion. I read up on a little bit of just their, you know, the race description. I was like, ooh, these guys are awesome. And then I started to get into Nord culture a little bit. I like the Viking influences, and Vikings are freaking awesome. So then I became a Nord guy. But now that I'm learning more about Redguards, I think Redguards are taking over actually for my favorite race too. Just the lore, just how, yeah, the whole Sword Singer stuff, the tenets that they live their life by. There's all kinds of nuance.
We're all trying to become better mages, right?
Time to get green,
well, I need
folks.
someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
All right. I'll take the favor of another mage here. Also, it doesn't hurt that she's an attractive young Dunmer as well, right?
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask J'zargo. Now, you
Giving
just
Duras the
stand
tingles
there.
a little bit.
Please hold still and don't move. There. Now oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen.
What?
Do you feel all right? You look very, green.
Uh-oh.
I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
Relina is looking fine. She is indeed. Tell me this isn't permanent.
It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right.
You're lucky you're cute, because anybody else would have a blade up against their throat right now. Alright. So Winterhold used to be full of dark elves, huh?
Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year.
Ashaba are amazing.
Growing
Ashaba are
distrust of
really
magic
cool.
made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home.
Yeah,
after
Wynn
the
did
Red Year.
a good amount of
Vardenfell
research
erupted
on
and
that.
caused much destruction.
She helped us out
Winterhold itself
a
died
lot
in the years
with
between
Redguard
then
lore
and
and
now.
everything when she did that
What's left out there
playthrough.
is a husk. Only the college
No,
really
it's not. It
remains.
shouldn't be, I think. I hope. Not the confidence that I was looking for there. So do you like it here?
So far. If only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
Alright, well, see you around. Hopefully this green shit wears off. Okay, J'zargo, where are you? Can you please help J'zargo with something?
Still no word from your family?
No, and I'm not expecting any.
Really?
Come to think of it, I haven't seen J'zargo for quite some time. Tolfdir in his Archmage
My family didn't
gloves.
really approve of me
Gloves,
coming
his
here at all.
Archmage robes there.
Oh, well that's
Interesting gloves he's wearing
awkward.
there.
Sorry
Anyway.
to have brought it up.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people.
Wind? Who is
You'll
that?
get an old man hope.
She streams on Twitch, and she puts around in some of the same Discords that we're all in. There is a link to her Twitch channel below. She, I think she's taken a little bit of a hiatus from Skyrim, but she does play Enderall. She's been playing some Witcher, been playing some other multiplayer stuff on her Twitch channel too. But she was primarily a Skyrim
Take a look.
creator for a very long time. Anything I should be aware of?
Actually, yes, Archmage. I believe there is.
I believe you're the Archmage. He is. So this is part of Immersive College of Winterhold. Once you become Archmage, you have the option of transferring that responsibility to Tolfdir. So for some characters, it doesn't make sense to want to be the Archmage, right? You want to go out and do your own thing. Like, say, you're a bard. You're not really a full-on pure mage. You have no interest in leading the college. You're just there for what the college can offer you as a service. So then, like, Tolfdir makes a better Archmage in that situation.
No word from your family?
No.
You look worried about
I'm
something.
afraid so. There's a problem with one of the Jarls here in Skyrim. He's been complaining of a member of the college running amok in his home. We have, of course, severed all ties with the mage in question, but the Jarl isn't appeased. So the
I
mage
kind
needs to
of
be
doubt that it's on
taken
X.
care
Well, it
of,
might be.
if you understand me.
It's kind of a
I
big
would hate
mod.
to see our reputation
It's worth a look.
further tarnished.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why you go over, you take Immersive College of Winterhold over Obscures. I haven't used Obscures, but from what I've read, this is like probably the main feature that Immersive has over Obscures. But for the most part, people seem to enjoy Obscures more.
No, not really.
Ah, there's Jazargo. I saw the tail.
Letters here.
That's too bad.
You are new, yeah? Have you mastered the expert-level destruction spells yet?
Oh, destruction spells? No. I got some expert illusion, though.
Ah, this is good. But Jazargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jazargo.
You said you needed help with something?
Jazargo has seen that Toftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
Oh, we're talking about Immersive College of Winterhold. I'm not sure... Because Immersive College of Winterhold gives you the ability to transfer Archmage status to Tolfdir. So they were asking if that's on Xbone.
Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help
there might be a
with the
standalone
testing,
Strudel.
This will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls.
It's a feature that a lot of people like from Immersive. I went with Immersive because of it was part of the Novus guide, and it walked me through all the patching on it and everything. I'm not going to switch now. It expands the college in enough ways that I'm happy with it, and I don't want to go through the work of reintegrating another mod when I'm happy with the one that I have.
You can resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and
the companions, you can choose not to drink the blood of the wolf, but you need a mod for that, which is only... Oh, yeah, I mean, you can choose not to drink it, but then you can't progress the quest line, right? In vanilla, but yeah, maybe that's cool if there's a mod that allows you to progress the quest line without becoming a werewolf. I mean, at least with the companions,
perhaps if they're successful, we can make more ourselves.
You can very the quest line is short enough that you can very quickly cure yourself of the werewolf blood, right? Before too long, so you don't really have to spend that much time as a werewolf if you don't want to. You do end up having the choice of curing yourself or keeping it. Which is a good workaround, at least. It's more options than you have with the college, anyway. While we're at it, I feel like it would be a good idea to maybe be able to transfer the Harbinger status to Vilcus. That'd be cool, huh? Talking about not earning your job. Harbinger, I mean, you become Harbinger in like the blink of an eye. Okay, so now we have all of the quests. Let's see, which one should we start with? Jazargo's experiment, we're going to keep that ready to go just in case we encounter any kind of undead. We have to close the rupture. Let's look in the miscellaneous ones. Do we have anything in miscellaneous? Okay, yeah, let's start with finding the copy of this book here, Arcana Restored. Where are we going for this? Ooh, all the way on the other side of the province, huh? Okay, Sunderstone Gorge. We've been here before, but we actually haven't taken the time to go in and clear it out. So this is a mage den, a conjurer's den, maybe even a necromancer den. I think it's a conjurer's den, though. So probably not a whole lot of undead there. But, you know. Where is the closest carriage stop? Might actually be Rorikstead here. Yeah, we'll go to Rorikstead. How are we doing on our needs? Looks like we're good. We're not hungry, we're not thirsty, we're not tired. It is 5:06 p.m. We have plenty of time to take a carriage ride to Rorikstead. and then we'll reassess our needs situation there. Might be able to spend the night at Rorikstead, maybe sing a song about Haldir. Sunderstone includes both Necros and Conjurers. Okay, so we might have an opportunity to use one of J'zargo's spells. Or scrolls. Still a little blurry from that thing that Brelina cast on us. But whatever. Bryn, Guildmaster of Thieves Guild. Capital. Capital. Oh, I spent so much time in Oblivion. That was a great game. I mean, it was made pretty obsolete by Skyrim in a lot of gameplay ways and freeform role-playing ways, but man, I loved Oblivion. The writing in that game was head and shoulders above what it is in Skyrim, for my money. Depends on the character. My Bosmer Green Pact worshipper did drink the blood, but did it mostly because of the totem's powers. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing, right? If you really want to go down, like there are mods to become a werewolf without doing the. Oh my God, it's dark out here, right? I don't want to travel in this. Is it like foggy? Oh, it's like dusk. There are mods to be able to become a werewolf at the beginning of the game or through other ways than by joining the companions, which is good for roleplay purposes because not every werewolf character is going to be a warrior that would want to join the companions. But in terms of increasing power in werewolf in beast form, you kind of need to join the companions quest line for the totems. All right, let's spend the night here.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, warm beds.
Do you have news of our quarry?
Oh, that thing? No, I haven't even been worried about that at all.
I've got both.
The missing Redguard and Whiterun. All right, I need a room first of all.
It's yours for a day.
All right.
Yes.
And you don't mind if I play a little tune here for tips, right? Didn't think so. You won't be disappointed. All right, everybody, listen up. If you haven't heard of me, I am Duras Velinor of Morrowind. And I have been adventuring these parts for quite some time now, and I have gone on some epic journeys and have some epic stories to tell. The latest one is of an ancient being by the name of Haldir, who was an old Nord clever man who had the powers of illusion to enchant people and get them to do his will, and he used those people and their spirit energy to empower his resurrection. But I put a stop to it. I call this one Haldir. Did you fall, dear? I don't know. Not my best punny song, but it's kind of the best I could do on short notice. Karn said erection. Did I say erection? Or did I just get one randomly? Yes. Thank you, Haster. Man, Haster is on it. He's engaged. 32 septums. Not my best, not my worst. Oh, was I splitting the bill with you? Is that why I only got 32 septums? Yarbro. Hey, how about we play together?
What would you like to play?
A warrior's life. I'll play the flute.
Certainly. It's a fine tune and a good request.
This is new. I don't know if I've done this before. Are we gonna do this? We're just gonna piss fart around for 7 years. Is it bugged? Or is it lagging? Anything? I think it might be bugged. What is my favorite character archetype? It's very fluid. I definitely like a sneaky assassin. Not so much a sneaky archer, because that's kind of like, it's less engaging to me, but it's more balanced and kind of more tense and more rewarding to play like a melee sneak character. I like an assassin type with the dagger and sneak, maybe a little bit of magic. So maybe Nightblade is my favorite. I also really like just, you know, a melee fighter with timed blocking. So like a swordsman type character, but more finesse than just stand in front of someone and mash the button. I like there to be a little bit of skill based in the defensive options, you know. Yeah, this is definitely bugged. Let's see. Maybe I can break out of it with this. Nope, I'm definitely bugged. I gotta reload the save. Maybe I'll play around with that off stream, because that would be a cool option. That is interesting NPCs. There are a few bards that you can actually, you have the option to play with, but I'm not sure why this isn't working. It might have just glitched. It might have been a momentary thing.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Yes? I understand. I'll show you to your room, right?
I asked you not to. Blah, blah, blah. Hall deer, did you fall, deer?
They're good for nothing at all.
That guy's father of the year. Oh, we're doing battling loots like Deliverance over here. Hopefully other stuff from Deliverance doesn't happen. Although it looks like that red guard there is wearing protection and he's ready. He's even got the little reservoir on his tip. Now I only got 14 septims. I got 32 last time, but at least I got some food, I guess. Whatever. Alright, let's eat, drink, and be merry. We're gonna drink all of the booze. We're gonna get pissed. Oh yeah.
I got enough trouble, so don't go adding to them.
What? What? I got an announcement and a question. The announcement is, there's pee in my pants. The question is, who put it there? In my pants. One of you degenerates peed in my pants, and I want to know who it is. At least I'm feeling well sated. I don't even remember eating anything. Alright, we're gonna pass out in a corner somewhere before we do a drunken crawl of shame into the bed. He's not gonna be able to walk across the room. Nope, he's gonna crawl across the room. Wow, 3 hours and he's sobered right up though. Duras has a good metabolism. Real good metabolism. It was Yarborough. He's the pisser. He is indeed. Prime suspect number 1, rival bard, right? We're splitting that till. Oh, real quick, I want to change the quest line in my overlay here. Alright, that's good enough. And I got the right focus. Okay. Wow. This sucks with this headache. Every single thing in my entire body hurts. What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
We'll do a little, wow, we got some lighting stuff going on there. Do a little bit of ale. Actually, I'm gonna buy all your booze because I'm gonna need it. Get some bread to soak it up. Maybe some protein. Oh no, that was just some clipping through the wall or something. Yeah, that's it. Little bit of hair of the dog here. Will make Sanguine happy. We'll pray to Sanguine while we're at it here. Favor with Sanguine all the way up to 80 after we tied one on last night. Alright, and we need some water maybe would be a good idea. Some bread, some meat, some sugar. Alright, that ought to do us. Let's get a refill on our water before we head out.
I only take real coin. No hand. Of course.
So it's the end of the year, and I always like to get people's thoughts on what their favorite game of the year was. Now, I think probably with a lot of us in the chat here that Skyrim's probably your favorite game of the year, and it's probably your favorite game of every year. But if you played any new games this year, or any games that are just new to you, what were your favorites? Obviously, for me, it was Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, and then the third, I think, toss up between Sifu and Neon White. Sifu is like that kung fu game, kind of twitchy. It was a roguelite experience. Very cool. It was like a masterclass in the roguelike game design. But Neon White, I think I actually enjoyed more. It's kind of like a speed-running FPS game. It was definitely AA quality, but it ran really well. I was able to get a locked 165 frames per second, and it was really addictive. It was really quick just to retry the level and try to get a better score, try to finish it a little faster each and every time. And I put a lot of time into that game. It was a lot of fun for me. Wow. All right. So you just jacked that wolf up like no problem. Let's get some ingredients out of that. How am I doing encumbrance-wise? Getting a little up there. Okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. And who are you? Traveling merchant? I just wanted to say good job with that wolf. I don't know, not really in the mood to have a whole conversation. I got a mage's den to clear out. Lunar Contact says Skyrim. Favorite mod of the year, Somerset Isle. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Favorite mod of the year that I tend not to do a whole lot of new mods. There's one that I'm really itching to try. I just need the modding time to be able to integrate it, and that is Shadows of Skyrim, that introduces the Nemesis system into Skyrim and sort of an alternative death. Now, obviously, something like that isn't going to work with a permadeath, but I really want to try it just on my own. Maybe I could do some non-permadeath streams with it. But basically the way that works is if you die, the character who kills you becomes stronger, takes a lot of your gear, and you are revived like in the nearest town or whatever, but you got some nerfs on you, and some of like your highest skills have been nerfed. And so it becomes like a quest to be able to make other aspects of your skill set stronger, and learn from the fight that you lost with that NPC or with that enemy to go back and take them on and get your stuff back and remove your nerfs. Now, a few things I'm going to need to make like a new profile for it though, because I rarely die. Even in my single player stuff anymore. So I'm gonna need to investigate mods that make the game harder, introduce harder enemies, to the game so that I die more often. And also figure out how to integrate some of the respawn, some of the saving roll mechanics from an Skyrim into it. So like the Lover Stone right now has a saving roll in it, like once every 15 minutes or something. If you die, you get your health fully recharged. And things like in Sacrosanct, one of the gifts for becoming a certain vampire age is that you get a saving roll. That wouldn't work with an alternative death mod, right? So I got to figure out either how to modify that stuff to either just heal you after you hit like a 10% threshold on your health or something, or just remove it altogether.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, that's why I went that way. But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward into integrating, and I think that came out this year, right? Elden Ring and probably V Rising. I haven't played V Rising. That's a vampire-themed game, right? Maybe I'll have to look into that. There's Vampire Survivors that I didn't play, but everybody seems to love that game. All right. What the hell is going on here?
Hey there. Check out what my friend and I found. I'll sell some of it to you if you want.
Where did you find this?
I found them near the old Dunmer Bridge in the far west. I'll mark it down for you on your map for a small fee.
All right, fine, you little swindler. Here's a septum. Now where's this bridge?
Thank you. You'll find the ruins right here.
So Duras feels like he should feel some sort of sense of responsibility in protecting these kids, but if he's being honest with himself, he was doing the same shit when he was a kid, so he can't blame him.
Take a look.
Dwemer knife, huh? Yeah, this is all just garbage, but hey, you got my septum. You know what? Be careful out there, all right? Don't get yourself into too much trouble. And what the hell's going on here? You okay, buddy? Hi. All right. You're just standing there, taking a piss. I'll leave you to it. If you die as a vampire, it is the final death. Ooh. Yeah, there's probably not a safety net as a vampire there, is there? I play in reverse. This year I modded Morrowind just enough to make it not visually painful and have been making my way through it slowly. Nice. Okay. You also get permanent debuffs till you get your shit back. Yeah, we went over there. It's a pretty solid mod. Yeah, I would love to, but yeah, I just have so much stuff that's going to conflict with it right now. It's going to be a whole damn effort. And the wait for Starfield should be just long enough that I'm able to do something with that, I think. Sup, buddy? I come in peace. I also come in peace-stained pants. Two things. It's kind of valuable. Ooh, Spellbinder set. I could give this to Lucian. I don't have the encumbrance for all of it, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I do. I could give it to Lucian. I want to enchant all this. I think Lucian's going to look great in Spellbinder.
Oh, please, give me all the good stuff.
Yeah, integrating that mod is going to be a whole damn thing.
Behind you.
You look awesome. Actually, for my next profile, for the next character, I have a bunch of like the Creation Club content and everything installed, ready to go. And I also have the retexture with the fixes and everything for immersive armors. And the Spellbinder redo on that looks awesome. It looks way better. It looks good now, but with the remodels and everything, it looks even better. Can't wait to show that off, but you know, I don't want to die just to do that. Now he looks dope, indeed. In Vampire the Masquerade, when absorbing too much damage, you fall in torpor, similar to a coma, but if you absorb too much aggravated damage, then it's final death. Capitalized. Sounds ominous. I haven't played the Vampire Masquerade games either. He might look good in the Witchplate stuff too, but I think Spellbinder fits Lucian a little better. Oh, that was a great 1-2 combo. Oh, that was kind of awesome. Lucian getting him with the Witch Bolt, and then Dremy over here coming in to mop him up. I like it. Hailstone. I think that Lucian can learn that one. This is a novice conjurer? It's interesting. Okay, before we go any further, I want to buff up with some potions. This can get a little hairy. There are a lot of mage enemies in this, and you might go through a gauntlet of sorts. So let's throw down on the mortar and pestle to trigger Lab Skeever, so that we can get longer duration on this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and fortify my health. I'm going to regenerate my health. I'm going to fortify magic. I am going to regenerate magic. May as well go ahead and poison our blade here too. And then go ahead and boost up illusion, light armor, one-handed. Resist fire, resist frost, resist magic. Resist shock. Fortify stamina. Regenerate stamina. Nice. Now we are unstoppable. That two-piece combo with no biscuit. What the hell is going on over here? Oh, just part of that same skeleton must have clipped through the terrain. All right. We got whispers. All right, let's trigger this thing. Rather control the explosion and trigger it anyway than ouch, than to have it happen when I'm not ready for it. Wasted a paralysis poison on the skeever. How about that? Ow. Okay, actually that didn't hurt much at all. Doofus. Anybody else up here? Ugh, I feel slow. Hi, friend. Yeah, so there's that gauntlet I'm talking about. Even as OP as we are with our current OP-ness levels, it never gets old. That would have been really tense without all those potion buffs, right? That would have been scary. And as it turns out, it wasn't that scary at all. It was really messy. We had fire flinging all over the place. We had fireballs blowing up all around us. But, you know, with the fire resistance inherent to Dunmer, the very strong resist fire potion that I took, we were almost impervious to it. Nothing that even made me sweat. It was just kind of a loud and boisterous situation. Yeah, see, I could just stand here and shower in this all day and I'll be fine. Oh, you? Oh, that was some big splash area of effect there, wasn't it? Oh. Not as resistant to ice. Take the stuff with high value to weight ratio. Just keep encumbrance in check and make everything that I'm enchanting and selling off more worthwhile. Still no forgotten magic tomes. I would have expected more from this place. Come back and loot all this stuff. Okay, continuing on. Snowberry helmet. No traps. All right, guys. How many locks do I have? 52. That should be enough. Ooh, already found the sweet spot, too. Was meant to be, I suppose. Unverified number. No thank you. Oh, so close. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Master level boss chest there. How's my encumbrance? Getting up there. Still good, though. Another unverified number from a completely different part of the country. I wonder if those are robocalls. Gee. Who knows? They always come in pairs, too. Fire? Betcher, please. I'm a Dunmer. Nice. That was effing awesome. It was messy but efficient, indeed. Yeah, that's kind of like how that's how Duras likes it. Messy and efficient. Ah, smash that like button. Thank you, Magus. Yeah, my subscription numbers have been dwindling a little bit. I'm usually good for about 1 per day, but now I'm down to like 18 in the last month or so. And it's 100% because I haven't put any produced videos out. I'm still working on the Triumvirate Druid build guide. It's a very wide build. There are 3 or 4 sort of distinct different playstyles that go along with the Druid. So there's a lot to go over. It ends up being a very high level build too, because of the amount of perks you have to invest in all these different trees. So it's taking me longer. So the subscription numbers will come back up once I get that out, I'm sure. There's Forgotten Magic, Divine Armor, Alteration, which we don't use. All right. What do you guys got? Yeah, there are a lot of nuances to the Druid too. It's one of those where it's like you first pick it up and the concentration conjuration spells kind of feel a little wonky. They're a little cumbersome, but once you figure out all the nuances to it, it becomes a very powerful build in a lot of very powerful ways. Nothing to disenchant. And I want to make sure that all... Oh, there's the book we're looking to. I want to make sure that all the aspects of that build are accounted for and given justice to, you know? A lot of people are lukewarm or even cool on the druid archetype when Triumvirate came out. And that to me is usually a sign that there's usually some pretty good juice in there. It just takes a little bit more to find it. And once you get, like, for example, like the concentration conjuration spells, they're a little cumbersome at first, but they don't count against your minion count. So you can have, you know, a regular conjured minion out, and you can have your Triumvirate Druid conjuration out without having to make any kind of perk investment in something like March of the Undead or March of the Dead. But once you do get March of the Dead, that doubles the count of the conjured minions that you can have, or the concentration druid minions that you can have, and it increases the count of your regular standard minions that you can have. So you end up with just a damn army of different kinds of minions that you can have, and you can be very hands off with the sort of heal over time and the different spells that strengthen you and all your allies and everything. It's a conjurer's dream come true, actually. It's just nature themed, so it's not like dark themed like most conjurers, like Death Knights and things like that. But it's a more like less evil minion commander. And it's kind of the ultimate one, really, because of just the sheer amount of minions you can have out. Also, there is some really cool shape-shifting aspects to the build. Force of Nature, the Horned Lord form. There's some intricacies to that. All the same buffs to unarmed work for werewolf, so you get the same benefit of all that. Plus, the damage scales with your alteration skill level, so you get an unarmed damage boost to that. We have Forsworn over here. Just decimated that hunter. Now they're going for someone else. And you also get access to your enchantments. And you get to have a spell in your offhand with Horned Lord form. So there is a ton of juice in that form. You too? And you also have werewolf form that's available to you. And we've seen how completely OP werewolves can be in some of my older videos. And there's also this wild shape, it's called, where you turn into a stag form while you're sprinting, and it's a really good way to travel the countryside because it's faster than a horse. It's right up there with werewolf level speed. So it ends up becoming like a very cool nature-themed mage archetype to play. But it takes a long time to get everything powered up to the point where it feels like everything's running on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. So it does take some investment, some time investment to get it running. All right, let's see. That must have been that hunter's horse that just got decimated by those Forsworn. Just started a Necroblade build, basically a Necromancer Assassin. Oh yeah, PC Outcast has been doing the same thing. It looks very effective and actually a lot of fun. Kind of want to try it myself now. Yeah, so Necromancers, like the challenge is how are you going to get that first kill? And what better way than to sneak up on them and use the poison blade to backstab them, right? And then you automatically get minion number 1, and then it's a snowball rolling downhill from there. That's the whole necromancer vibe, right? Oh yeah, I actually looked at PC Outcasts and Belisarius's videos, their druid videos. I got some stuff that they didn't get to. Oop. I definitely got some stuff. I would say if you want a sort of preview of how this druid build is going to play out, take a look at the Shadow Mage build. I mean, there's probably not many people who haven't seen it at this point. That thing went nuts. That thing went completely bonkers. I think there's like 22,000 views on it by now, which doesn't sound like a lot in like YouTube popularity numbers, but for me, it's like, it's way bigger than every single other video that I have. And that thing went deep, and this thing will go as deep. Yeah, the Triumvirate build videos tend to be way more in depth than a lot of the other ones, just because the mage archetypes, they give you a lot of different tools that encourage you to play in different ways. And as I feel a responsibility as a build guide maker to explore all those aspects and to really tell you exactly what you can expect at high level play. So it takes time, it takes time. All right, so what's next while we're out here? Is there something close here that we can do? Rogue Wizard. Gisargo's Experiment. Aftershock. And Berlina's Practice. A couple of these are back in Winterhold. How much time? Oh, we only got like 15 minutes. Wow, time flies, right? Oh no, that's one. No, we have an hour and 15 minutes. I was like, wow, that went really quick. This 3 hours did. Yeah, so let's see. We got a couple of things back in Winterhold. We got to return the book. We got to go talk to Berlina. And then we have a rogue mage here. No, close the rupture. Okay, so we're fairly close here. We can hoof it over here. Right near the exit to Bleak Falls Barrow, near Riverwood. Definitely don't want Riverwood to get decimated by these magic anomalies, so we'll go do that. Now, where is the Rogue Wizard? Oh, over here, near Windhelm. Oh, that's it's over in Morvensker, where we met Uncle Sanguine. Forever changed our lives. All right, so we're going to take a right at this fork over here. We're going to head down toward Riverwood. For Riverwood, as Zora would say. Balls deep, indeed. Relic of the Elnafay. Yeah, no, you're talking about EJ's... EJ's character concept challenge for the relic. Yeah, he used Hornlord form for that. That was a really cool video. I mean, there wasn't much gameplay. It was all kind of just roleplay concept and some backstory, but that was a really cool video with that song and everything. So good. I have a 4-minute video of him assassing Malkaron. Oh, your Necroblade? Silent Echo. I'll have to go try that out. Or go check that out. Let me get caught up here. We got some chatting going on here. Veza, the last Kothringi. She's about to have an entrance in my story, though her look has been changed a bit. Oh yeah, I saw the screenshot, so a little less sparkly, I think, but still very cool looking. I've seen your screenshots recreating her. Yep, the same. Looking forward to writing her because she isn't the way she looks. Nice. Have no fear, my darling dear. That was a cool challenge. My relic ended up being fairly similar. It was like another Nord warrior
Hail, friend.
type.
It's good to see another merry soul enjoying.
I played. I think my relic was the Encino man, right? The caveman that got frozen with that mammoth in on the Sea of Ghosts. But then I also had one that was previously a Draugr, and I don't remember what the concept was with that.
Nothing like.
But those were very
spirits to
similar,
help raise
very similar concepts.
Well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Never gonna say no to free mead. Brunvar. Whenever I see that axe now, that's Brunvar's axe. That was a fun video to make too. Speaking of Draugr, Otar, Water want your shiny. I love Wadger and how much he talks just mad smack all the time, just talking shit constantly to the Dragon Priests. One of my favorite things ever. Hear strange whispers. All right, ancestors. Grandma, Grandpa want me to go kill somebody. You know, that thing, that kind of thing. Or your grandparents want you to murder somebody to appease them for just ambiguous random reasons. Okay, we're going into the Falkreath forests, I guess. Hunter's Rest. Hubby hasn't watched much of Stu's stuff, but Roger he loved. Well, you can Roger's good in small doses, right? You don't have to binge him. You can just sit there and laugh. And it's not all too connected, right? I get him to giggle every time by imitating Roger's little ditty. Alright, we got some bandits over here. Somebody just sleeping on the job, huh? Who's next? Oh, we got an archer. Swing and a miss. Ah, you little pig sticker. Can't pierce this armor. Oh, I've already been here. It just repopulated. Okay. Well, I hope you're happy, Grandma. Killed your dude for you. Don't think he'd like Fleet, really. Not his type of thing. Yeah, Fleet is... It's a totally different vibe from Roger, right? Roger you can show to anybody and you'll get a chuckle out of them. Fleet is more of a... It takes a more hardcore Skyrim nerd to appreciate a lot of that. I mean, especially at the beginning when it was just a Skyrim let's play where he was walking you through like his thoughts on roleplay, which are some of my favorite episodes. But that takes a Skyrim player to be able to fully appreciate that. Later on, it gets into like more the heavily produced stuff, which kind of rivaled like actual professionally produced movies and stuff. But at that point, you're so deep into the story that it's like it's hard to find any context. Who's this? For somebody just jumping in at that point. Ouch. Okay. Oh, geez, my hotkey is not working for my health potions here. Okay. What hotkey does that need to be? Looks like a 4. I was mashing my health potion hotkey. Alright. We should be able to get out of this. I just need to use this magic, fire, frost. Shock is the big one here. We're going to go ahead and regenerate magicka, regenerate health. Stamina. Fortify one-handed. Fortify light armor.
Behold the future! Behold the Thalmor!
Whoo! Okay, just as we were talking about our gigantic O-penis. Okay, we got a little bit of drama. I like that. That got a little sweaty. Little sweaty. Oh yeah, if you are a fan of Skyrim Let's Plays, the OG, the original, like, this is what's going to teach you how to roleplay Skyrim more than anything else, is the Aranis Arcana series from Couch Warrior. Starts out as a Let's Play on Xbox 360. It's more heavily role-played than most Let's Plays. Even something like Gopher, who tends to like play in character through all of his Let's Plays. This is very educational. It's very high-level stuff. It's by a lifelong Dungeons and Dragons player. And it evolves. He ends up transferring his save from Xbox 360 to PC, where he starts modding. And then he starts adding some really cool production quality to it, where he starts telling a story in more of just more like a movie. And it's really cool to see the progression from just a 360 Let's Play to a heavily modded PC role play and story. There's a lot of stuff to get through, so if you're looking for something that you can binge to help you fall asleep at night, I still go back and watch it sometimes. It's amazing. Can't do much better. Watch Gopher, Shirley, etc. every night. Yep. This is right up there with it, I would think. He's not active anymore in the YouTube space. He's been concentrating more in D&D, his original love lately. But his old stuff is still there, and it is still fantastic. Yeah, I am getting 73 dropped frames total over the course of the 2 hours I've been streaming, and I got currently 0.0%, so nothing dropping right now. Fleet was super in-depth. I watched it all the time when I was in Afghanistan on deployments back in 2013. Sweet. Good time to binge on something like that. You're overseas, probably don't have access to a good enough rig to do a deep roleplay of yourself. Definitely bingeable. I've watched it all like on a flight. I downloaded it onto my phone, and I would just watch it on long flights back to the east to visit the in-laws. Shirley is pure. She's very wholesome. I just love her vlogs and stuff too. Just talking about, like, showing stuff that she got in the mail or talking about her day and stuff. It's just, it's very wholesome. Still prefer the Ashes universe to Fleet, but probably because I like the storytelling. That's my thing anyway. Yeah, he really leaned into the storytelling for Ashes, right? That was the main point of that series. Fleet was mainly just a role play, let's play. He didn't really have his whole story fleshed out ahead of time. He didn't know where he was going, but he did a great job talking through, you know, what's going on in Fleet's head, like the tactics and stuff that he was using and talking himself through was like amazing. I loved all that. it really informed all of my Skyrim play from the moment I saw that. Before that, I watched Sorcerer Dave do an Oblivion Let's Play with his Idris, named after Idris Elba, but he was a high elf mage, and that was heavily role played. And I was like, oh, this is how you're supposed to play this game. And one quote from him that has stuck with me ever since was, Elder Scrolls games are best enjoyed at a leisurely pace. So coming from like every other game, if you're an avid gamer and you play a lot of different games, you get to the point where you start power gaming, right? You start charging through levels and enemies and bosses, and you kind of forget to take in exactly everything that's going on and what's happening to your character and the world that you're occupying. But that one quote got me to just, you know, slow down, take in a game and like really absorb what's happening and what your character might be thinking and act accordingly. That's really all it takes. That's like the fundamental of roleplay right there. Slow down, absorb your situation, and consider what your character is going to do next. What your character would do next. And role-playing as yourself is a perfectly viable and enjoyable way to roleplay. Like, what would I do in this situation? It's like, okay, I'm in this dungeon. It stinks of death in here. I would be absolutely terrified of what awaits around any corner here. Would I actually delve deep? Oh, shit. Those bears, man. They're the bane of my damn existence.
I'm being attacked.
Oh, relax. So yeah, just slow down. Consider your situation, what you would actually do next in this situation, based on all everything that you can observe. And yeah, would you really go deeper into that dungeon, or would you go try to do some training first? Would you feel stronger after you've gotten your destruction skill leveled up a little bit more, or you have a strong buddy that you can count on, a companion that is hell-bent on killing necromancers? Or undead that would help provide you that motivation and give you a little bit more courage to take on that challenge. Oh, Shadeling. #1 best classic character of all time. Shadeling became a part of Ashes because he was before Ashes and integrated in the Ashes story. I think that sounds about right. Yeah, I think Shadeling was a character before Ashes was a thing. I think that's why I love Shirley so much. She takes her time, doesn't rush through. She's always stopping to enjoy the landscape and even taking screenshots. Yep. Jacoby Wakaby? I have not heard of him. I'll have to go look him out. Look him up. I've watched some of his stuff and he's generally pretty good, but him jumping off the roof and running over walls kind of breaks my immersion. He's got that twitchy, restless, avid gamer vibe sometimes, it sounds like. Save progress. Thank you. Quick saved. I think I've gotten used to creators like CW who takes off his armor when swimming, and Jessa who doesn't run through bushes, so it's hard to watch characters who jump over buildings, unless of course it's an acrobat build. Yeah, that's kind of what acrobats are supposed to do, right? Yeah, I kind of try to limit that kind of thing to the builds, or the characters that would actually take advantage of that. Am I encumbered? I am encumbered. Lucian, you got some carrying to do. Oh, we forgot to try to teach Lucian that healing hand spell too. Dispose. Yo, Lucian.
Lucian Flavius, reporting for duty.
Good. Let's see. Let's train you some more.
Excellent. I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah?
What shall we work on this time?
Well, let's learn you a spell, huh?
You do? Splendid. Which spell?
Crackle or hailstone? I don't have. So healing hands is not an option. Bummer. All right. Well, let's teach a hailstone, I guess.
Hailstone.
Get some ice magic in there too.
Take this. Oh, that's jolly good fun.
I'm glad you like it. All right. Need to trade some things with you.
Need.
How am I doing? Now we're good. Should be enough to close that magical rupture, and then we'll be right around the corner from Ryek's End. I can just drop a whole bunch of crap off. Castian was like an he was literally an anti-mage, yeah. He used powers from the Path of the Anti-Mage mod for Castian, and he interwove it into his story and gameplay. I really wish we could have gotten more from that story. It's like, where were things going? What was Castian's role and all that? We got a lot of closure on a lot of different characters, but Castian, I feel like, was not one of them. Unless I'm just not remembering how his story ended up. Okay, where are those whispers pointing me at? Oh, right up there? We can do that on our way to the rupture, I suppose. Hold on. I just heard my dog yelping at something. Let me go check on that. I'll be right back. Okay, pup is good. She's just whining for a treat. She's very vocal. She went potty outside, and then she's yelling at her mom to get her a treat for it. Got scared. The little dog's my little sunshine. How do I get up to that watchtower? There is a way up. I think it's around the corner over here. Free Castian, indeed. Marl locked him up in his refuge. Yep. Yeah, and I don't think he ever came out, right? There's very little closure on that end. Being locked in Marl's refuge is is not a good ending. Oh, Anti-Mage wasn't fully finished? What kind of stuff is it missing? Because I definitely have it on my list to try it out. Try to integrate it. Last episode had Marl imprisoning Castian. Okay. Yeah, Gil, he's ADHD and moves camera around a lot too. Makes me nauseous. Ah, yeah, I can't watch that. Yeah, that's rough to watch. The twitchy mouse movements, I can't do it. He wanted answers. Yeah, I think the plan was that he was going to go kill his Uncle Marl, but when he started talking to him, he didn't so much have the bloodlust anymore, but for some reason Marl couldn't trust him, so he kept him imprisoned. So I can't watch Laughing Simon stuff, and that's made me so sad. I love him, but it's just queasy watching it. Yeah, he does a lot to try to ease that. A lot of people are just very sensitive to it. I usually am, but the image stabilization that he does works for me. And I've spent some time in a VR headset myself, so it's kind of helped with the motion sickness for me too. It builds my resistance to it, but I can totally understand that. Yeah, it's not a fun time watching something that makes you sick. His camera moving doesn't bother me as much as the shortest route, but I can't watch VR because it makes me queasy. Speaking of Simon, his channel has blown up. He's got like, I think he's over 20,000 subscribers now. Yeah, he's done very well for himself on YouTube lately. I don't know if he's, you know, making enough to make a living or anything, but he's working towards it. He's got the personality for it. He's got the charisma. He's got the production skills, and he's got kind of his own little niche with the VR stuff. The guy's hilarious. Good for him. Yeah, right? The total hipster thing is like we were hanging out with him before it was cool. Looks like the author closed both comments and the bug tabs. Yeah, no, I mean, I can see like why, like if you start getting like spammed with like bugs and everything, to close it at least temporarily. But people need to know like what the existing bugs are and how to work around them. Just because a mod has bugs doesn't mean that I'm not going to use it, right? I'm willing to work around bugs. I just need to know what those bugs are and how to either work around it or how to fix it or how to avoid them. Just because you have bugs on your page does not necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this without using any illusion spells. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Never should have come here.
Oop. Not off to a good start. Pincer maneuver. Nail him to the wall. There we go. Oh wow, she broke the calm spell. Interesting. She's bashing me out of my power attack, so I can't calm her. Alright then. Why'd she... Oh, she went to the whip because of the range. That's cool. Chips, dips, chains, whips. Okay, that should appease Grandma and Grandpa there. Grandma and Grandpa put a hit out on somebody and wanted me to assassinate for them. It happens. Just like real life. Oh, Wayfarers? That's awesome. Yeah, when I eventually get to the Pilgrim class from Oblivion, I'm definitely using Wayfarer for that. That's like perfect for that. Okay, let's go take a look at this rupture here, huh? Just over to the west. Can't watch some of the player home showcase mods because of camera movement, like Ryantium does good reviews but jerky cameras. That's why Feb Darkstar is the best. Well, I've never heard of that one either. I'm not really as into the player home stuff as a lot of people here are, though. I tend not to spend a whole lot of time in them, so it doesn't like really affect my game and the way that I play. I tend to be very transient in the way that I play. So that's probably why I don't know that channel as well. I want to make vids again, but in a way that it doesn't stress me out. That's kind of the constant struggle, right? For me, like these build guides and different videos that I put on YouTube, streaming is pretty stress-free anymore. I get to just relax and play the game, which I think is why streaming is way more popular than actual produced work. Because all you have to do is, you know, start up OBS, connect to your YouTube channel, play Skyrim, and talk. That's it. That's it. With produced stuff, you know, you got to do all the video editing and stuff. It's actual work, right? So I struggle with that sometimes too. When I have like a busy week or time at work, then I really don't feel like producing Skyrim content on YouTube. It takes a balance. Okay, I got a spider firing his goop at me. Here we go. There we go. Didn't spooge me once. Have to be useful for a couple of minutes. All right. Good luck with the usefulness, Strudel. So yeah, I have to balance it. That's like everybody's balancing act, Caladran, is like you get burnt out on producing content for YouTube. You just take your time, do what makes you happy. If you're doing something because you feel like you have to and not because you want to, that's going to show up in your production value. And it's going to be, the content is going to be bad because of it, right? Do it because and when it makes you happy. Not because you feel like you have to. There's enough stuff in this life that we have to do. Spend more time doing the stuff that you want to do. You got the MAGA staff over here? Lucian, help me out here a little bit, would you? Here we go. All right, rupture mended. Speaking of ruptures, my shoulder hurts. I have to do some stretches after this. Maybe lay down a little bit. This age, man, body just starts hurting for no reason. My body hurts because I'm sitting upright and not laying down. Great, thanks, body. Okay. All right. Mischief managed. Oh no, we still need to go to Morvenskar. Oh, big stretch. Oh, I needed that. Oh, that felt great. That was amazing. Borderline orgasmic. I'm kidding. You didn't just see my O face, I promise. Wayfarer's Coat is on Xbox. Maybe the Anti-Mage is as well. Oh, no, I don't think Anti-Mage is. Like my Bosmer Druid, Alchemist wouldn't live in a mansion, so he has the Alchemist Shack. Okay, yeah. My North Coast Hunter just has a campsite with small coastal homes and NPC ships. Yeah, I use, with my Druid, I use Ryek's End as sort of a base of operations like I do with pretty much every character. But then he is definitely the wandering, transient, vagabond type. He spends a lot of time out in nature, so he tends to rely on campsites a lot more than he does just a regular player home. But for like storing alchemy ingredients and things like that, I definitely use Ryek's End for that. And the reason I like Ryek's End so much is because it's low profile, it doesn't affect the world much, it's pretty ubiquitous for all types of character classes. It has everything you need in there. It's not lavish. It doesn't have much of an identity. It's like not a warrior knightly estate, right? It's not like a mage's tower or anything. It's just a little player home that's built in a cave that's got a very central location. Has all the amenities, not a whole lot of bells and whistles, and it looks nice. I like it. And if I want to do some trophy hunting, like relic hunting or whatever, it has displays for all that stuff too. In the little basement area and in the library. Oh, anti-mage does require SK. Yeah, I thought so. Are you going to become a vampire this playthrough? I just might. So I do want to take a darker turn, and I don't know. Well, first, before I take that darker turn, I want to do a quest line, the companion's quest line with them. Welcome, Tyree. Haven't seen you for a while. I did reply to your DM on Discord, by the way. Just took me a while. I've been so busy at work this week. We were crunching for this release, trying to get stuff done before the end of the year, before everybody goes on like Christmas break and stuff. And it's I've been working some really long days. So you haven't been seeing much of me on Discord lately, but last couple of days started to clear up a little bit. Hopefully we're over the hump. Should start seeing a little more of me in the usual places. Yeah, I haven't been able to like catch a lot of people's streams or anything in the last couple of weeks. Just been so busy. All work and no play. Make Karn a dull boy. Been here since the start, just enjoying the stream. Okay, yeah, no problem. Lurk away, my friend. I lurk on a lot of streams. Happy to have you in any capacity. Let's see. What were we doing here? Oh yeah, I got to drop off some stuff. Let's drop off all of our alchemical ingredients. I think that we're good on potions and poisons for the time being. Drop all this junk off. Then I have like a lot of gear and stuff that's enchanted and not enchanted. Either enchantment fodder or stuff that I want to try to disenchant. I'm just going to dump all that off right here in my enchanting supplies. Boy, poisonous wind that does 50 points of poison damage. Sounds like me after Taco Bell. Darkness I can sell. Yeah, I'll throw that away. Okay, how we doing? Good? Put all this flawless stuff in with the soul gems because I do use gem dust for stuff. Ah. Medesi can wait. What else do we got? Small animal bones. I'll go put this in my smithing ingredients here. Cave bear pelt can go away. Iron ingot can go away. The animal bones can all go away. Did I add some small animal? Yeah, I do. All right, encumbrance is good enough now. Let's head to Morvenskar. So we'll take a carriage to Windhelm, and we can get to Morvenskar fairly easily from Windhelm. I wonder if Morvenskar is going to be replenished with enemies after the whole Sanguine stuff. Still got plenty of daylight left. So yeah, I want to do the companion's quest line first, and I don't know. So I want to go into the more fear. So if you look at illusion here, there are perks that go along with the fear spell. So like Terror here, they drop their weapons if they're within a certain range and you cast fear spell on them. There's also this feast upon the minds of those affected by a fear spell or effect within the radius of imposing presence, absorbing 25 points of magicka per second. And there's more stuff. Frenzy. Lamb to the slaughter. Activate any humanoid under the effect of fear to compel the target to stand motionless for 30 seconds. Attacks ignore armor. This also has 180 cooldown. Yeah, so there's some stuff that for fear. And I want to, instead of doing calm where I'm at now.
All right. Hand over your valuables.
Instead of doing calm where I want to go a darker route and then go fear. So at that point, I may either use werewolf as a catalyst for that darkness.
No, I guess not.
Or I might use vampirism for it. It really just depends on where the roleplay takes me. But vampirism is actually a very heavy possibility that we might do that with this character if we get that far. But companions and werewolf is first, regardless of what happens with vampirism. If I make it that far. So the companion's quest line has been like the bane of my existence. Becoming that werewolf and then incurring the weakness to fire has been an issue, especially when, well, basically only when fighting the Silver Hand, because the Silver Hand in my game are very strong. They have new equipment added by, I want to say like Nord Wars, faction armor replacers, a lot of new weaponry and gear that makes them a lot more powerful, and they just seem tougher. They seem higher level than normal bandits and stuff in this mod list for some reason. So many companion has met their end at the hands of the Silver Hand in this series. So I kind of want some redemption with that, and I'm also kind of scared at the same time. I want to take it on, but only once I become high enough level to do so. Okay, still alive, good. Hope you were productive there, Strudel. Let's take a look at Locoon here, see if he has maybe some spectral missiles or something I can buy.
Take a look.
Nope, nothing. All right, what the hell am I doing here? I completely passed up the... I completely forgot what I was doing. I'm just trying to get the carriage to Windhelm. We are going to go take care of this rogue mage in Morvenskar here. So we're going to be doing a lot of mage stuff. Still haven't encountered much undead, much in the way of undead like Draugr and stuff to be able to test J'zargo's flames for him.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Have I done the white file quest? Because there are a lot of Draugr in there. I wonder. Maybe that's something that I can do while I'm in the area.
One of them cats. Khajiit, I think they call themselves.
Remade the bed, started the dishwasher, flipped laundry to dryer. Okay, not too bad. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Ooh, we got some foggy snow out here. Looks pretty cool. Visibility is not great, but it's not as bad as like a total whiteout blizzard.
City in Windhelm. Let's not stay.
Sure. Do I have the white file anywhere on here? Does not look like it. Have I already done the white file? I think probably I have. It might be worth it to go grab it real quick, right? Yeah, let's go activate that quest. There are plenty of Draugr. I can use that to test J'zargo's scrolls. And hopefully not die from the explosions. Sound good. And it looks like we're hitting the half-hour mark on here. 30 minutes should be just enough window to tear through Morvenskar. And maybe, yeah, we don't even have that going. And maybe the white file. If not, then we can save the white file for next time. Oh, a quick announcement. I won't be streaming next week. It's Christmas Eve. I got family stuff planned. So, see you the week after. I don't know when New Year's falls, but usually don't have too much planned for New Year's. Probably will be able to do the next week.
Everyone says.
But 1 week from today, I will be out. Do not expect a stream from me.
I plan to change a few minds.
I don't know if I've
whether
mentioned,
it's our
but I really don't like it here.
Yeah, I know, Lucian will be in and out, I promise. In and out. 2 things. Oh, geez, my pits are sweaty. Don't look.
I'll be fine.
Master.
It was that
far
bear.
too old for
That
this.
bear got me.
We don't know
And that
what's
Thalmor
inside.
encounter.
I can.
New Year's Eve usually falls on December 31st, but it's 2 weeks from today. Okay.
See, you're not
Yeah,
well.
I think I'll be good for a New Year's Eve stream.
No. If there was a tonic that could help me,
If anybody else is
I would
around.
have found it by now.
All right, you old fart.
I'm so close to the answer.
What are you two arguing about?
Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white file, but this doting busybody won't let
His
me
eyes
get
look
it.
cool. I love the Altmer eyes if you have like the right mods installed. If you tell me where it is, maybe I can grab it for you.
Would do that?
Sure, why not?
It's good to know there are some people out there who are
Us and
willing
Mur have to stick
help
together,
an
right?
old man.
Especially in a place like
It's
this.
buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the
So yeah, I might
skills
go
of a
get lunch
master
with my
alchemist
wife
to
after
reach
this.
its
Maybe
resting
do a little bit of a bike ride
Luckily
to a
for you,
little lunch place that we like.
I've already made
After
the
that,
next
I gotta go
Here,
brave the
take it.
crowds of Costco, which
Don't dally.
I am not looking forward to, especially this close to
I've
Christmas,
wasted
right?
enough time arguing with my useless
But we need
assistant
groceries.
here.
Need stuff to eat.
Why are you still
Little
standing
things
around?
like antacids and vitamins and stuff like that are best to buy at Costco as well. Get more bang for your buck. Hope there's time for a nap in there somewhere. Maybe I'll try to cut Costco as late as possible. The later you get there, the closer you get to closing, the less crowds you usually have there. Try to do a nighttime Costco trip. Alright, so now we have Morvenskar with the mages, and then we'll also do the white file to test out J'zargo's Flame Cloaks scrolls. I don't know if we'll have time for both. Probably not. Once we're done with Morvenskar, if Morvenskar is repopulated after the Sanguine stuff, then we'll probably take our time and do that and then end the stream afterwards, and then we'll save the white file for 2 weeks from today. But if we can tear through Morvenskar fast enough, we might have time. So yeah, I think I'm done with my 2022 gaming goals. I played a lot of really good new games. I'm happy with my progress on my backlog, my pile of shame. Played some older games too that have been on the list for a while. I think now that the next gen update has come out for The Witcher 3, I might install that and do a playthrough while I wait for Starfield. Or at least the new Arcane game. I don't remember, it was the vampire one. Redfall. to come out. I love arcane games. I loved Deathloop. That game, not everybody's cup of tea, but I really liked it. So I am looking forward to Redfall as well. Hopefully the multiplayer stuff continues to be optional in that. It is super foggy. It's cool, right? We actually had fog here in the Phoenix area a couple of weeks ago. It was apparently very thick. Okay, Lucian's got us with the courage. Oh, we got another spider. Okay.
Ow, ow, ow.
Boom. Alrighty. Yeah, but I had like morning meetings and stuff for work, so I had to miss it. Fog is a very common occurrence for a lot of folks, but not for me. Last time I remember heavy fog in the area, I was in my senior year in high school, so I'm kind of sad that I missed it. Yeah, working from home, you kind of get into a routine of, you know, you roll out of bed in your sweatpants and you walk right to your desk and start working immediately. You get a little extra sleep that way. And then you pull yourself together slowly throughout the morning as you can get up and away from your computer here and there. But yeah, that morning was too busy for me. I wasn't able to get myself away from the computer after I woke up, and by the time I was able to, the fog was gone and I missed it. Okay. Mortar and pestle. Mostly just want magic resistance here for this. So shock, resist magic, resist frost. Ooh, I need to re-up on some... Oh no, I do have some resist frost. We're good. We'll throw down some one-handed. Light armor, we're probably not going to take too much melee damage here. Alright, I think we're good. Watch out for the pressure plate. That will cook us. Even though with the resistances we have, it'll just be like a warm shower. No problemo. Alright, so no sentries outside. Let's see if anybody has respawned inside. Might just be the rogue wizard that we're trying to hunt down. And if that's the case, we might have time for the white file, which I would not be opposed to. Wait a minute. Okay, he must be downstairs. Oh, that helps. Alright, well, let's take the short way then. Looks like nobody else has respawned in here, so we should be able to just tear through this easily. This rogue wizard trying to set up like some kind of necromancer lair or something in here.
Never.
Wow, that was anticlimactic. Okay. Taking her shiny, too. Rogue wizard. Let us take your shiny. All right, so that was quick. So let's cap off this stream with the white file, shall we? That should be a pretty good adventure, methinks. Oh, geez. How did I lose my way out of this? I just keep mashing that jump button. Here we go. For some reason, the terrain looked completely different coming back out around this way than it did coming in. So, yeah, whatever. We're good. All's well that ends well. Who's that up there? Like some kind of traveling merchant. Trying to scope out the terrain? Well, not in this fog, I'm afraid. Okay. To the Forsaken Cave. Got a little bit of a jog ahead of us. More merchants. How's my encumbrance doing? Okay, we're good on encumbrance. Oh, did we end up losing our Dremora at some point too? I haven't seen him around in a while. We might have to respawn him for the Cure-All Mill fight. Okay, I hear a horse. Oh, the regular wolves over here. One of them might be an ice wolf at this level. Just be careful not to hit the horse and piss off the knight. Okay. So, has anybody else been watching The Peripheral on Amazon? I think it started off strong. It has a cool concept to it, but I don't know. It's not keeping my attention. I kind of want to just watch it to get through it and see the end. But it's like, it's hard to follow. And not because it's like all that complicated. It's just that the pseudoscience is very pseudoscience-y. It's just kind of a mess. It's hard to follow in that way. And also, you're constantly going from like deep southern accent to like this thick British accent back and forth several times over the course of an episode. So it's like it's really hard to get to like switch your brain to understand the accents, the little dialects and everything. So it like takes you a few seconds with each dialogue scene after it switches. Uh-oh. I just got screwed here. I might have to restart my game. Yeah, I could tell when the LODs start being streamed in instead of the actual up close assets. Yep. Give me a second here. I gotta fix this. Skyrim is unresponsive. Okay. Still doing good on time. We got 20 minutes. That should be enough. Crap indeed. So we were talking about, you know, trying to feel productive and not being burnt out with your production efforts. I think particularly Caladran with her videos. I've been kind of feeling the same way lately, but I do have some things in the oven. There's this narrative style of kind of Let's Play that I've been working on with some Fallout 4 stuff. Just kind of telling a narrative story while like over the top of some just gameplay footage. But then editing the gameplay footage and, you know, slowing it down, speeding it up, doing some cutscenes here and there to keep things like synced up. And I think I'm using that as an experiment for how to create content for Starfield that's kind of in an easily digestible way. It seems like a lot of work production-wise, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to keep that up. This is on my way back out, right? I don't have to go kill that wizard again. Okay, good. So that's kind of in the oven. I'm interested to see how well that does viewership-wise. I don't expect the staunch Skyrim crew to jump all over it, but maybe somebody sees it while browsing through YouTube or something, and they say, oh, this is kind of this looks cool, and then they kind of get into it a little bit with a more easily digestible narrative let's play. If that does well enough, then we'll see how it does with Starfield. Starfield's going to have a boost to viewership just because it's a new game and people are curious about it. So I might try it whether or not the Fallout thing is successful. But yeah, that's one thing. And then obviously the Druid stuff. I'm still in the gameplay phase of that. I haven't been really doing a whole lot of video production on that, just because the character isn't in a place yet where I can start to build out a guide for it. But with work how it's been really hard to boot up the video editor and try working on some stuff. I'm a glutton for punishment. I edit my gameplay footage or for use in the writing. Why? I don't know. It doubles the workload. You know, everybody's creative process is different. If that's what inspires you to be creative, then that's your process, right? It's all about that process. What works for some people doesn't work for others, and what doesn't work for some people works really well for others. I would definitely be feeling burnout, though, if I were doing that process. Maybe if I were retired, I would have a little bit more of an attention span to be able to do stuff like that. But I still have a day job that pays the bills, so I wish I had more time. More time and energy and more focus to spend on the things that like my passions and stuff would be great. But I'm not at a place in my life with that just yet. I just gotta do what I can do when I can do it. Ever do Tale of Two Wastelands? I've thought about it. My experience going back to older games after playing the newer stuff has not been great. I fall off of the older stuff really quickly just because the clunky gameplay, usability, and even like stuff like the graphics and everything tend to get in the way for me, and I tend to bounce off of that stuff pretty quickly. I did really love Fallout 3. I played all the way through Fallout New Vegas. I liked Fallout 3 a lot more than New Vegas. Having both available in sort of one package would be awesome. It's a great technological achievement for modding. My concern is that I would spend a lot of time getting it up and running, and then play like 10 hours of it and decide I'd rather be playing Fallout 4 or Skyrim. Or even something newer like Cyberpunk. I love Cyberpunk. I have hundreds of hours in it. And it also, something like that will take away from my pile of shame, right? I tend to be hesitant about playing older games that I've already played the hell out of and kind of feeling like I'm going to bounce off of it when there's like a whole lot of stuff that I haven't played before just waiting in my queue. Just waiting in my Steam library or my Ubisoft library or whatever. Some stuff that I really want to play, but if I'm spending time playing older stuff that I've already played that I probably am not going to enjoy as much, then that's time that I'm not spending playing newer stuff that I might enjoy more. But that's not to say I will never do it. What's the guy's name? The modder, it's a YouTuber who goes by Nixon or something like that. He plays a heavily modded New Vegas. Maybe it's Tale of Two Wastelands too, but that actually looks fun to play. There's a lot of cool gameplay tweaks that kind of brings that back up to date, but it's still not going to be like Fallout 4 in terms of just playability, unfortunately. But never say never. I might get the itch to go back and play it. Alright, I feel like I'm not gonna need the Dremora at the moment. Let's see. Something's trying to kill me. Looks like that something is over here. What do you want? Or more wolves? Alright. There's another one over here somewhere too, I'm sure. Come on. If you're gonna fight me, then fight me. Okay, finally. Cheese and rice. Gotta get the ingredients. How are we doing on encumbrance? Still good. Okay, back to the cave. Been playing a lot of my druid lately. He's level 43. I feel like he's going to be in mid-50s by the time I get it all fleshed out to the point where I can make a guide on it and be able to recommend certain perks. But that character is very speedy. He moves around very quickly. Much more quickly than our bard here. So when I go back and start playing the bard, it's like I just feel like I'm underwater. Takes some getting used to. There's an advantage to having been far too busy to play games for close to 30 years. I have so many to choose from that I've never even seen. Yeah, I mean, it's like a kid in a candy store, right? The world is your virtual oyster. One good thing about switching to fear from calm is that as soon as you hit them with calm, they become aggressive. Like, he swiped at me the second I hit him. With fear, though, you can swipe away at them for the duration of that spell, for the duration of the effect. So that should actually help survivability quite a bit. Calm is very powerful for some things, but fear might actually be more beneficial for crowd control. It just becomes a pain in the butt because they're constantly running away from you and you're having to chase them down, right? If you actually want to kill them. But fear can be a lot more effective in many ways than calm. Also, I think fear affects higher leveled enemies than calm does. So enemies that might resist a calm spell might be affected by a fear spell.
I saw something move.
Are you screwing with me? Alright. Here are the grumblies and the tumbly here, so let's get satiated. I'll save it. There we go. And it's dark. Okay, we're gonna start running into Draugr here. Let's get one of J'zargo's Flame Cloak spells queued up. Oh, before we do that, we're gonna need to get juiced up with resist fire, at least. So let's get Lab Skeever going here. Yeah, next on my backlog is after the next gen update for The Witcher 3. I'm going to make a concerted effort to get back on that and play all the way through it. That should get me through to Starfield, I think, hopefully. So that's the next thing on my to-do list, I think. Fortify health, regenerate health. Yeah, let's do regenerate magicka too. We'll do fortify as well. This should get us all the way to cure all mill and through them. I wish there was a way to actually accept a bandit surrender when they start running away. Yeah, that would be cool. That's just a little more complexity than I think they were able to get in by their deadline. Like an actual karma system would have been pretty awesome. Alright, here's the big one. Resist 150% fire damage. Well, no wonder, like, just being pelted with fire doesn't seem to matter at all. So J'zargo's fire scroll should not be an issue whatsoever. That's good. Regenerate stamina. Fortify stamina. There goes the last regenerate stamina. I hear the Draugr breathing. Okay, seems like a strong effect, and if I am resistant enough to fire, it's useful, right? Might use these a little bit going forward. One more ought to do her. Oh, maybe not. I thought we had the time to spare on it, but I guess we don't. J'zargo's Flame Cloak spell. We'll do one more. There we go. That should make J'zargo happy.
These flame cloak scrolls were horribly made, and we should tell J'zargo that.
I don't know. They're fine for me.
These flame cloak scrolls were horribly made, and we should tell J'zargo that.
My follower leaves my service? Oh, because I was hitting him with these flame cloak spells. Lucian, I'm sorry. J'zargo. Oh, man. Alright. Lucian.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good. Will you follow me, please?
You do. Hooray! Onward to more adventure.
Okay. Whew. Alright. He still likes me. I thought we left our buddy. We lost our buddy there for a second. I mean, I was gonna roll with it if I had to, but man, I don't want to do this without Lucian. Okay, well now we don't have to do the flame scrolls anymore. So that should make him happy. Alright, who's next? You crispy bastages. Is there one over here? Yeah, there is. Too easy. What kind of goodies are in here? Wrong way. There we go. Anything good for me? Anything enchanted? No. Stuff I can sell. Okay. Back at it.
If we die here,
did I check that corpse?
Stayed here? Perhaps best not to think about it.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Don't need iron ingots. Can't imagine why I'd need that, but... Boom. Ooh, tough guy, huh? Ouch, he got me. He got me. Electric charge, damn. Hey, it's a zippity zap. Man, Death by Zippity Zap was probably my favorite Permadeath. It was almost worth losing a beloved character just to witness that hilarity. But we're not a destruction mage, so we can't use it. See, you get pissed and leave me because I was dousing you with my Flame Cloak spell, and then you just go and just stand on a burning Draugr. Do Do you see where I might be concerned about double standards here, Lucian? Ooh, he got me. Turned around faster than I thought he would.
Ow, ow, ow.
There you go again. What are you doing?
You know where you're going, don't you?
Lucian.
Ow. Ah.
Doofus. All right. Have your fun, I guess. Okay, we got another treasure chest right up in here. Irritation, chance to create distracting noise that interrupts spellcasting for 10 seconds. Interesting. Might be able to apply that to another sword at some point when fighting mages. Silver ingots, not valuable enough for how heavy they are. The potions are, though. Okay, feel like I'm getting closer to the big bad here. Oh yeah, this area. All right. Just gonna get in there and start killing Draugr. Got some courage on me now. Thank you, Lucian. Okay. Grab some potions, head upstairs. Lucian is just trying to follow your asbestos example. He's doing as best as he can. Speaking of asbestos, how are my resistances going here? 2 minutes left on some, 4 minutes, 10 minutes on... Yeah, okay, we're good. Good to go. Ooh, we got a magey type, huh? Not for long. Didn't last long at all. Okay. That guy didn't stand a chance. More Spellbinder gauntlets, good for enchanting. Be nice and valuable. Actually, that looks like it would be a good piece to enchant too. Enchanting is great for a bard because you get to work on your enchanting skill, and you also, when you sell the stuff off, you get to work on your speech skill. Ooh, kill cam, I like it. Expert. Okay, let's see how long this takes me. Ooh, very close though. Not too bad. Expert. No traps. The dungeon is a little bigger than I remember. We're overshooting our 3-hour window by a few minutes. That's all right. Okay, he's got a buddy around the corner here somewhere. There he is. Is it my internet? Yeah, I don't have any dropped frames, Strudel. Nothing right now. Looks like Gale's good too.
part of me feels maybe I shouldn't be here.
It's like Haster had some buffering earlier, and now Strudel's got some. The internet's a wonderful thing, right? It's amazingly stable. You can really count on it whenever you need it. Ugh. All right, so this goes right into Kiral Mill's lair, I believe. See if I can get up. Okay, yep, he's a tough guy. Kill his little pets here. Ooh, he got me with the backswing. Okay. Okay, getting ready for that Companions quest line, that's for sure. Do it warrior style. Okay, that went pretty well. I feel pretty good about that. My timing's on point with these dodge rolls, that's for sure. Feels good when it works out well and your timing's good, you got your dodge rolls working. Take that Petty Soul Gem too. Must have had a hiccup. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Alright, we got Norellian's special concoction. Looks like vomit. If I knew that we just had to put vomit in this bowl to open the door, I just would have binge drank again. Mixed all the liquor. Oh, you know what? I'll do all this off camera. Cracked white file. There we go. And I just got to bring it back to Windhelm. So yeah, I think I'll do all the looting of all this, all these. These are some really good ingredients here too. But I'll grab all those off stream. Yeah, I think that's it. We made it, guys. We got through it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for participating in some of my favorite stuff to do on the weekends, which includes playing some Skyrim and hanging out with you fine, wonderful people that have dirty minds just like me. It's always fun. Yeah, so cool stream today. Yeah, thanks. Hey, if you like this, go check out Magus's stream. There's a link in the description below. He's got a Twitch channel. He's remodding his game right now, but undoubtedly he's going to come up with something cool. He always does. His streams are always really fun, so go check that out. Speaking of people who do cool things, Strudel also does cool stuff. She writes this awesome fan fiction called, geez, I don't even remember it's like Walking from the Light, I think? Or was that just the latest volume with Andante and all that stuff? Anyway, awesome stuff over there. It's Skyrim based, but she goes really deep into a lot of backstories. She makes a lot of shit up in the best way possible. So if you like fantasy and you like Skyrim, go check it out. Could not do any better for fantasy reading than what she's got going there. And Caladran has the same, and I believe I have her stuff linked in the description below. If not, I will probably by the time the archive goes up. I believe I do have her stuff because I asked for permission for Caladran to post her stuff, and she said yes, so I did. Who? 57 Strudel. She's a fantastic writer. And if you like reading fantasy stuff, then you might be good. It's free. Just go check it out. Read some of it. See if you like it. Same with Caladran. Is there anything else that I want to plug? Oh yeah, next weekend I will be out for family stuff for the holidays. So I am going to take the opportunity now to wish you all happy holidays. Links are on the page here. Great. Awesome. So yeah, spend some time with your loved ones. I hope you get some good rest from work. Eat, drink, be merry, just like Duras here. But not too much. Keep it Keep it within reason, you know? Don't tie one on like Sanguine would. All right, so that's it for me. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I'll see you around, okay? Until next time, take care. Bye, guys.